hello, David Burke, Burke Family Farms. I'm the fig hunter, and this is an opportunity to do a quick lesson. You know, things happen on homesteads all the time. So I came down here to check on our piglets. We just weaned them, warmed them, and castrated them. Last night was the last batch that we did, and I wanted to make sure that everybody was all right, eating their food just fine. And I came down here and I watched this hose just spraying water. Now this one was a new hose. I didn't realize it called itself heavy duty, but how thin walled it was. Brand new hose. It's a hot day, pressure, it split. Well, I always keep some of these pieces that you can quickly make new hoses for other reasons too. We've made hoses that are armor plated when we had a bunch of rabbits, because rabbits love to chew on hoses. And again, it's quick to do whatever length you want. They're not as good as a standard crimp hose, but they'll make do for certain situations. Of course, I like my go-to, grab a screw gun, take this one apart. Problem here is, wow, because this is so thin, or this hose is expanded in the heat with the pressure so much that I'll never be able to crimp that down. So what are you talking about? Why? Well, here's the hack. I always have pipe around. In this case, this is actually some conduit. 1/2 inch, 3/4 might work too, a little bit bigger. As what I was thinking about, I went and cut a little section. This is about 3 inches long, and go over there, sweetheart. Of course, I like my go-to, grab a screw gun, take this one apart. Problem here is, wow, because this is so thin, or this hose is expanded in the heat with the pressure so much that I'll never be able to crimp that down. So here's the hack. What I have available won't work. We're about 10 miles round trip to the nearest store. You'll get the part. We've been down here about 20 minutes. The water path, it might have broken 40 minutes ago before I noticed it. It wasn't too much, luckily. This hose goes up to our last mama who's nursing the smalls up in our conics up there, and it's her water source. We want to get this quick. We fix. Dump water. So here's the hack. I always have PVC pipe around. In this case, it's a piece of conduit. I love gray conduit because it has a UV resistance, so it lasts. I mean, the piece I cut this off was 8 years ago. It's a little faded, but still lasts without getting brittle. It's a little thicker than PVC pipe on the inside. Take this in, stick it in here like that. I'm gonna tighten this up. Now you might need to put 2 straps. I've got some other ones if this doesn't work. So it's a little bit longer. You put it in there, and then put this back here. It's about halfway. Time for expediency here. Tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, make sure it's chucked, right? Yeah. I got screw guns usually I'll use, but this was a quick grab and send the kids up, and this is what they came back with. It works. Now, when I'm done using them, I just usually, whatever reason, cut them off, the hose off, and I'll just leave everything attached, just so you don't lose parts. Let's be open up a little bit more. Oop, there's Kevin. Get in. Now we will be getting a new hose, but again, this is just temporary. Maybe to this evening when I can run into town. Maybe tomorrow morning when we take the kids. There we are, we just pressurized the line. I'll explain, that was longer. So I wanted to make sure that my connection wasn't here at the end. It's gonna leak a little bit, see? I know that. You see that hose? So I probably should put another hose clamp on it. But overall, my animals are getting water. This is a Band-Aid, nothing more, but it's a fast, quick Band-Aid, especially on a day like today. As you see, I'm sitting here sweating. It's 89 degrees out, and it is warming up real quick. For an animal that's black in the sun, they need their water. So I'm gonna throw a couple more clamps on this. I'd like to say thank you very much. If you like any of this stuff, these simple little things that we're showing on homesteading, quick, fast, nothing fancy, just making it work, please subscribe to our channel, like, throw some comments. Hey, you guys, what would you like to see? I mean, we've been doing a lot of things. We've been doing terracing. Of course, we propagate our own fig trees, which is a main source of profit. We raise our own animals. We incubate our own eggs, geese, peacocks, or so peafowl, guinea fowl, ducks. They all have a purpose. For example, ducks and geese are great weeders, meaning they're unlike a chicken. You put them in your garden, they won't tear up the garden as much as they'll selectively take your weeds out. Ducks are great for pests. If you have snails or slugs or problems like that, they're just excellent organic means, and they're fun. All these ideas we're doing, and finally we're going to let everybody else kind of share it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.